been trying to cut soda out of his diet, and he's been keeping a log on Twitter of when he breaks his oath to his crime against pop. But he's been doing a pretty good job. I'm proud of you, Kylar, if you end up seeing this. But with that said, he's going up against Powar, who is rocking the Rayman here. We're actually going to have Kylar AUS on the, man, what is this guy's name? There you go. How do you even say that? Gurugak?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm taking a guess. I don't know.
That was a pretty good guess.
It could be the Gurugach. I don't know, because that doesn't sound right. It's got to be like the Gok, like the hard KCH. You know what I'm talking about?
But that would be kind of. Yeah.
I mean, hey, look, you could be right, and it could just be that weird. But who knows? We got Kylar AUS with the weapon starting off right now, getting that map control, starting things off right, and now getting the gauntlets for Powar, looking for a little bit of punching action, a little fisticuffs, a little 1-2, looking to bring this back into the beginning, just right off the punch, so to speak. Ooh, just barely missing that down, light for the startup, and that's going to be a little bit of punish from Kylar.
Yeah, and one thing I'm actually going to be looking for here, wow, beautiful weapon toss from Kylar AUS, looking for the ground pound. No, gets the unarmed down air, but Powar, I think, got the touch there. Yeah, so he's going to be fine to make it back to the stage. One thing I'm going to be looking from Powar is to see if he has some of those more complicated gauntlet conversions. We saw a little bit come out from Boomy in the last set we saw him play against Sandstorm, where he would get D-Light into Nair into either down air or recovery, and that's a very difficult combo to get consistently. I'm curious to see if Powar has that in his gameplay as well.
Well, already in his gameplay, he's got a lot of axe hits in his face from Kylar AUS as he just continues to chop that tree down just with that axe. He did lose it, though. Powar trying to get a little bit of axe play back, hits him with the down sig and launches Kylar across the sky and even gets that long-range weapon throw, but it's not going to be too devastating. Oh, very nice. The downlight into dash neutral sig, that uppercut, that super uppercut, because, I mean, the unarmed one, that's the normal one, but Rayman's got the ×2 uppercut EX version of the move. So
it's the souped up version, you get that, a little bit of hot sauce to add a bit of flavor. There we go, Stomp Sayer coming from Kylar AUS, high weapon throw, gets the unarmed down air. Looks like Powar fights his way back though with these axe nairs, and hold on, might have Kylar AUS on the ropes here. Every single time you see a Rayman with an axe push someone toward the ledge, you're just kind of expecting that down stick to come out. Very quick. What am I, a duck? But also, it's like so fast that you can't really react to it, right? And that's what we see a lot of Raymans find a lot of mileage out of it from. But so far here, Power Ranger not finding that, stuck on the edge. Kylar AUS has great positioning, can't seem to find the blow to actually send Powar off stage, though. And Kylar AUS seemingly going to be a little bit on the back foot trying to get back, but has that stock advantage. And once again, the stage positioning. This is tough for Powar.
He is being thrown around a lot right now. The map control from Kylar AUS is going to space Powar off quite a bit, and it's going to force him into some pretty bad positions. The recovery coming out, almost taking Kylar off the top, but not quite yet. That's a very high blast on the second one with a little bit of elevation off that downlight. Is going to lead into that KO, and it's going to be Kylar AUS and Powar now. One stock apiece, but Powar in the red. This is going to be it should be a relatively easy KO as long as you can find a big hit like that. The coach pitch, the stomp side air. Just a quick 1-2, of course. I mean, Powar, he's got the gauntlets, he's got the rope-a-dope, but, I mean, you can just bypass that if you got the big old hammer. I mean, that's a scary weapon. We heard Sparky talking a bunch about how he has a lot of trouble, especially against Scarlets. I mean, that's the two sides of the coins. I mean,
doesn't everyone, dude?
I mean, look.
Oh, my gosh.
It's when I play ranked and I get really salty and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to play this because it's such an easy weapon, and then I get, beat because I'm not even that good at it, so...
I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like everyone has the sauce with hammer except for me, but sometimes that's just part of living life. With that said, though, we are going right into Game 2 on Great Hall. Not really a stage we see super often in 1v1s. Most of the time it's a band. It has these kind of weird tri-platform layout that everyone can kind of camp on if they want to. You never really have to go down to that base platform unless you make the choice to do so. But so far, I mean, Powar starting off the game the same way he did the last time. He got a good chunk of gauntlet strings back to back, and then still ended up losing the game here. We're going to see if he's able to kind of keep up with Kylar this time. And boom, here comes the fist and another one right at his face. How many fists to your face is that, man? And he throws, how many does he throw for the down sig?
Well, if you throw the gauntlets, that's 2. So however many you got in the neutral light, I think it's about 5. And then you got the down air, which is
7.
I think about like 6 or like 4 to 6. You got 2 off the weapon throw, so it's at least 20 from the style points that you get, the style fist. So I mean that's
a lot of fists.
That's a big combo right there.
Oh man,
that's when
got that.
That's when the Killer Instinct announcer goes off and just starts screaming.
I like that. Uh-oh. Oh, man, we've seen this scenario a lot, though, where Kylar will have Powar kind of on the edge, and then Powar kind of has to fight his way back to stage. But at least this time around, Powar has that stock lead, so it's looking pretty good thus far. That Sayer's going to go ahead and equalize things a little bit stock-wise. But Kylar still does have quite a bit of damage to make up for here. Now, granted, this is the Taros crossover skin, and as we all know about Taros, racking up that damage is not going to be a problem, but it looks like Power Ranger making quick and easy work of Kylar Alice is going to send him to his final stock with that Sayer.
I think he tried to go for the weapon and do a turnaround side light and missed the weapon pickup spacing by just a tiny bit. And now he had to go back to grab the weapon, and Powar just took that opportunity to just run a train on him and just almost putting him into that danger zone, getting him close to the red health. And Kylar Alice, getting this side air. That would have been devastating on Powar, but just barely avoiding that. Now trying to make his way across down light, looking for the recovery, but the jump out of that side light is going to get him right out of the mix. The stop not going to put Powar into the range of Kylar Alice's grab, and this is going to be a little bit of an advantage here for Powar. He's got a whole stock up and against Kylar. Kylar's got to find the right move here to find this KO, get the stocks at least even to have even a slight bit of a chance. There it is. Coach pitch once again.
Okay, there we go. Kylar, the last time we saw him do this, he pretty much lost his stock immediately after. We're going to see if kind of the script is written the same way this time around. Kylar racking up some damage, though. This could be a chance. He's maintaining that stage positioning, that recovery. Not enough from Powar. Powar's going to need one more, I believe, to get the KO. But Kylar is finding way too many hits in between his opportunities. But there we go. The D-Light into dash N-Sig from Powar there. I mean, that N-Sig comes out ridiculously quick. I'd be surprised if that's not a true combo, but I haven't labbed it myself, so I can't be quite sure. But it has to be. It has to be.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it, like, hands down. Rayman is one of the few characters I haven't really labbed too much with because I don't really see people play him too much. But, I mean, the how quick that comes out, especially out of the downlight, and because the downlight on Gauntlets is very similar to something like unarmed downlight, where you do the slide kick and there's a lot of stun frames on the end of that. I would not be surprised if that is a true combo. Something very similar to what, Jala used to have with the downlight neutral seg, where that was just absolutely devastating. So, I mean, if this is expounded upon in Gauntlets and Axe become more of a threat in the 1v1 arena, we might be seeing more Rayman in the future, especially looking for finishers exactly like that, because people brought Jala out quite a bit, especially to take advantage of that combo for that kill option. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was any similar.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, same vein, kind of Queen Nai has that delay into N-Sig as well on the spear, and a lot of Hammer legends do have that stomp into N-Sig. True, is kind of in the same vein there. I mean, even Kylar we're seeing on the Taros over there, you can go for Stomp N-Sig on Hammer if you want, and that's definitely going to work, or even stomping it down Sig if you're feeling a little frisky. And with that said, I mean, there it is.
Ooh, nice interruption from Powar to get Kylar off the edge again. Oh, just barely avoiding the neutral light. Oh, nice little follow-up there. Good read. There's the follow-up again into the recovery. That is true. I don't know if that one that he did right there was true, but I know that is a true combo, unless it was nerfed at some
Nah, it's still true. I'm
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, sometimes, like, I still think of combos way back from like beta, and I'm like, is this still true? And most of the time it's not. So I got to be careful. Ooh, nice finisher from Kylar. Good spacing and good timing on the down airs there to confirm that KO.
Here we go, Powar waiting for the weapon spawn. There it is, right after. Wow, you saw how far that fist flies. Granted, the weapon throw kind of stuffed it, so you only saw the active frames for maybe a second or two, but there we go. Throw some more at him, and that's going to be another stock taken by Powar there. Granted, only with a very, very slight damage deficit here. Kylar Alice still with babyish lead, but we're going to see if he's able to build upon that or if Power Ranger's going to go ahead and pull forward here. Granted, this is 1-1 in the set so far, so this really could go either way. There's a lot of pressure on both of these players to make this the game that puts them ahead in the set.
Lots of aerials coming out from both players, looking for a grounded approach from Kylar. Got a lot of side lights. This is going to be punished. The neutral light from Power is going to get a little bit of damage here and has enough range to punish that side light as well. A lot of side airs coming out. Not a lot of success finding a lot of these move selections.
And the weird thing is, too, I mean, granted, we don't see it right now because Power has the gauntlets in hand.
Oh, my God.
But watching someone, because Power has the... Woo! Oh, my God, what a downer.
That was a bait if I ever saw one.
But Power has the Macho Man axe, which we're probably going to see him pick up right here. And it's so disorienting because I'm used to only seeing Macho Man hold that axe. Just watching a completely different character hold the mantra of the cream of the crop just looks very disorienting to say the least. But we actually haven't seen much, if any, end sig come out of Power. I'm wondering if that's something he's going to use because that's a very good sig. It carries you extremely far. It's useful for recovering, but Power just kind of keeping that one in the bag for now, maybe to whip out later.
We will see if he pulls it out. I know the neutral sig is also just kind of pretty nuts, especially getting back onto stages like something of an anti-edge guard because it travels so far and has that upward kind of logarithmic arc. Ooh, looking for a second one, looking for that read backwards, but no, he's not going to find that read. The neutral air, Kylar being very careful. Weapon throw is going to actually hit. Weapon throw number 2 not going to hit. No down air to try to stuff out that recovery option. And now the ground pound coming out, and he has to be very careful from Power off on the edge. I mean, just being off stage at all because gauntlets can be extremely dangerous. And there it goes. Side air, taking him right off in the corner.
And that's one of the scenarios where gauntlets can be particularly deadly, right? You're kind of sitting on the side of the ledge, and even though you're trying to make it back onto the stage, just the trajectory that it sends you at hits you at just the right angle where if you're kind of in the corner, you won't bounce off the stage and get that reduced like knockback and get sent straight to the blast zone. But even with that said, I mean, Kylar was able to close out that game, I believe, with an end light fairly easily. I think we have a bit of a replay here. This is from the first stock. I guess that quick one. This might be the down air? Yeah, that was a cheeky reversal. And then the final blow, I believe this end light right on the platform, nice and easy. We'll be seeing you.
That reversal that Kylar actually got Power off on the top with when he was about to get followed up by the side light was actually really impressive because knowing when that move ends in order to get that turnaround started so that you can throw out the down air before that next move comes out has to be so precise, especially if you have to get the reverse like he did. That's incredibly impressive the more I think about it. Ooh.
Nice grab here. Pummels him a bit. Like what I'm seeing, the rapid flurry here, man, just letting the punches fly. Kylar, though, has him in the corner. This is exactly where Kylar wants him. Easily takes a damage lead, and right off the heezy with the weapon throw. Power must have not have had a dodge or just didn't opt to do so. Maybe thought he could kind of drift around it. Loses that stock a lot quicker than I bet he was planning. Oh, he misspaced it. He maybe needed to charge that down sig for just a little bit longer to hover over the ledge more, but I'm sure he thought that just dashing and down sigging would get him over the lip. He was just a tad bit short.
Well, if Kylar tried jumping there to try to get back on stage or do a side air, either one of those options, he would have been punished by that. So that would be the, I would hope at least, the option that Power was trying to counter was like a recovery back to the stage or some kind of like anti-edge guard option. But it doesn't seem like that was the case. Oh, missed the timing. And that is going to be a little unfortunate. Kylar finding that like just reversal of the stock's fortune. And now Power in his last stock. What a stark difference of what we saw in game number 2. Power coming really strong. Game number 3, Power keeping it very even. And now Power just getting absolutely brutalized.
Cannot land. Oh,
no
my
way.
Gosh. Oh, that weapon throw was almost a clip, man. You almost got it. But just right barely missed. On the verge of a 3-stock here. Kylar Alice needs one more clean hit. Axe in hand. Looking for it. Is it going to be a down sig? No. Tries to read with the Sayer. It's not going to land. Power finds the recovery to put the 3-stock dreams to rest. But It's a little too late here. We'll see if the reverse happens here. I'm not too optimistic, but if Kylar just gravity cancels stuff like that, you give Powar the opportunity to get huge punishes like this because you're sandbagging. Don't just throw it away, Kylar. I've seen people throw bigger leads somehow, but there we go. Kylar does find the falling stair, does end up getting that game. And also, that should be the set there, right? That's going to be 3-1 in the favor of Kylar Alice with a pretty dominating game number 4 on Demon Island.
So that does mean that Powar is going to be dropping down to the losers finals to face off against Doggo. And that is going to be coming up in just a second. We're going to see Powar maybe continue on with the Rayman pick. And then we'll see who Doggo will pull out in this tournament. We've seen a few different picks. Of course, you see some different stuff compared to 2v2s. What do you think Doggo is going to use in this upcoming game? I'm kind of curious.
That's hard to say. Because I'm just thinking, I'm like, Doggo could go... it's always hard to